the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Florida State's offense will get the ball first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offense?
There he goes. They've got him now. He almost picked up that first down on the screen.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon, and you're seeing that here early.
Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Seminoles are marching down the field. Leaves it with the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. To throw, it's Knight. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Gets it out fast. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Motion from the wideout. Looking for space. It's Turner. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Grab behind the line. It's Turner. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Runs it all the way down to the 8-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. It'll be 1st and goal. The Noles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles!
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be dang, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. He'll do it himself. And they'll start the night with a rush and line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking for a man, it's Kane. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down. It was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense. A short game. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Rushes on him. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Past the first down marker and still running. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
All right, drops are a part of football. It's a part of offense. What's really important for this quarterback now is to come back to the receiver, even after dropping that ball, to show him that you've still got confidence in him and you know it's a long game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Defense in press coverage. Under fire. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking to throw, it's King. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Now on 4th down, they'll getting them to within 4. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Here's the Heat. And this defense is bringing the Heat another sack.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
He's going for the big play. Reels it in down the left side. Finds some room. He's at the top. And he's slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Noles!
Man, the defense has got to be kicking themselves. They have the offense pinned back so deep in their own end. It's one thing to give up a completion, but you can't let the receiver go the entire distance and score a touchdown. Bad job on the back end by the B.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. To the air. It's King. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find better field position to start a drive. 1st and goal from the 10. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got it on the move. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And they'll send out the field goal unit. That is no good. After the miss, the lead still at 11. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring.
Oh, he's got some space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking to throw on 1st down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
He's got him. Made a defender miss. Still making moves. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Yellow Jackets now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Dropping back, it's Kane. Here's the pressure. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find...
Turns on the Jets. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. With the run on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Not a lot of space down here on the goal line when you're trying to run the football. You might want to think about going to the perimeter or maybe throwing it next time.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, give on the inside. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Sends it downfield. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got... coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Yellow Jackets want to pick up the tempo. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Took a shot as he threw. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their clear rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's Knight. Makes the grab. Turning it on. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Last completion got him the first down. Let's see what they do now. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Rigby. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. And the Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got the tight end.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Dead center perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
Return goes out of bounds.
So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
The Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and put it in play. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. It's complete. No chance to run, but still a good game.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Knight. Looking to the big tight end. Almost had the completion, just missed it. The Seminoles really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Going to try to get it himself. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. Rides the back on the option, the give. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They give it to him again. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Seminoles have this offense rolling.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Now the play fake. Keeps looking downfield. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete on third down.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
From the gun, running back on the move. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Kane. Fires to the big fella. You can dance around and look for space, or you can throw the stiff arm at him. He gets it out to the 17. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on third down at the dope. Pressure coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Off the play fake on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. After incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game?
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Fires to the tight end. At the 35, he's got room. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Give to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Caught over the middle. It's Holman. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And they got the completion, but still looking at a third down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Great place to start for this offense. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Looking downfield, it's King. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
And the ball's free in the backfield. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
To the air on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's knocked away, incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to go up top. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Motion from the wide receiver. Now on the move. Got the first down, looking for more. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Seminoles have their offense in high gear. Rides to back and leaves it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops. They just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
I tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right now.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
With jet sweep pass. Breaks into the open. Oh, what a cut. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Finds his man, it's Gibson. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Noles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Bully ball on 3rd and short. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They want that clock to run.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They've got the screen set up. At the 35, he's open. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Knight. Got out of trouble and throws. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. Brings it down on the right side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, you're down 2 possessions. The defense knows you're going to take shots, so it's not going to be easy. But how about that explosive play and a 50-50 ball? Guy comes down with it, and that is perfect. You've got to score quick and get the ball back quickly here to win this game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. To the air, it's King. Bringing the heat. And the defense got him at the 27. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. He makes the catch. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. And the Yellow Jackets didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win.
The pressure gets to him. Quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point attempt is denied, and the lead stays right where it is. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push, and ball security, David. That's a premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
Makes the grab. It's Gibson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. Now they got to get a stop. And if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And the offense went right back to their man, and this time the defense was ready to stop him.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback, it's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a 4-man rush, sometimes it's a 3-man rush, sometimes it's all-out blitz. But with the speed they have, especially in that front 7, it has been a nightmare for this offense. They've given up sack after sack after sack in this game.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Sometimes you need a little luck off that right upright and through. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw. It's King. Fires to the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
No gain on the play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here's a throw downfield late. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to escape and get it himself. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
QB spicing. No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this personnel grouping if you're on defense.